Welcome everyone, today we have a new guide for Honkai Star Rail. Now in this video, we're going to have a best team build comp for every mode. So what I want to do is, I want to provide you guys with detailed information of each of the available game mode in the game. And this will be very important in the future as well, as we start to farm different relics and also go into different mode for grinding for different items. So we'll be going into each of the mode in details and what are the build that is available and what are the ways you can become stronger. Even befriending a super strong whale friend can really help in certain modes because you can use a friend support. We'll be looking into the best 5 stars and also 4-star characters for the auto party and also for the menu party. And we'll be comparing the DPS of characters and going through a lot of information, including team build, character information, single target, AoE target, meta teams, non-meta teams, and also different build for the simulator world, which could be very interesting using the shield power of March 7th and also other characters. Now at the end of the video, I'll also provide you guys with some of my testing clips of Clara, who I have ranked to be the best character to be autoing in most of the parties if you have her as a friend. So coming over to our notes. If you guys haven't seen our previous 2 builds guide, make sure you have a look at those. I'll have the links available. So the previous guide look into how to build any of your 5-star starter character, and also how to make a team build and also item build for any of your characters, including relics, weapons, and also stats you look for each of the characters. So those are very helpful. But in this video, we'll be focusing on the free-to-play best auto team for every mode. So let's briefly talk about what are the game modes that's in the game. The Simulator Universe is one of the top mode to be farmed and also could be grinding for additional gems and also additional loots. And this is the game mode I do the most. So it's very important to do auto mode in this one, because otherwise it takes too long, right? Now if you guys have seen our previous videos, we have been talking about farming for daily no energy farming routes. But this particular mode, we can also go with auto, but this particular mode, after you have seen the previous video, you can see that if we go with a weaker team and also auto, you don't have that many choices. So Clara and also Himiko will be some of the best 5 stars for this mode. We'll briefly talk about this as well. Now the third type of game mode will be consisted of the mode of the game that allows us to spend energy and also to get certain items. And this can be the Caltex, can be the Stanchion Shadows, can be the Cavern of Corrosion, and also Echoes of War. The reason they are grouped together is the ability to use a friend's character. So notice over here I can use supporting characters, and I'll have a special mode for this one. This is the Hunt for a Whale Friend mode. So basically we'll talk about on the second part of the video, I'll teach you guys how to find a strong friend. And when you find a strong friend, everything disappears. Now the last 2 game mode in the game will be the Forgotten Hell and also the Story mode. I don't recommend autoing too much on it. You can auto on the Forgotten Hell, but for the Story mode, usually for the new monsters and also bosses, you are not allowed to auto. But understanding the mode and also different characters can really help you if you're putting for auto team or menu team. Now because in the current stage of the game, the Simulator Universe for autoing and also for going higher is, for my consideration, to be the most popular and most important to be building for different teams. So we'll focus on the first part on the Simulator Universe. Now if you come over to the Simulator Universe, you can see there's a lot of blessings, and this makes the build and also auto teams very interesting. So over here we'll briefly talk about some of those interesting build. The Hunt pathway is very straightforward. You get speed, you get faster, you get more damage. But Elatation, I can't pronounce this one. So this one allows the character to have a lot of follow-up potential. So what I mean by this is this one. So this one allows a character to have special effects when you follow up. And there will be characters that can enjoy follow-up. I'll give you guys one of the example with Yanqing over here. He does have a special skill, so if we do search, I think it's easy if you're looking for characters. If you do search and go follow up, notice this highlights the character that has follow up ability. Yanqing have a 50% fixed chance to follow up, and this is very potent for this particular mode, because this whole entire path will allow you to follow up. Now similarly, if you look into the Blessing of Remembrance, you can see there's a lot of freeze and you get a lot of benefits for freezing enemies. So here I have provided you guys with some of the characters that can freeze enemies, like Gapit. Gapit over here has a fixed chance of freezing enemies, and you can see with his spells, it is I think 65%, 65% over here to be freezing enemies. So you can build certain team comps depending on the pathways you choose for the Simulator Universe. And of course, I saved the best for last. Preservation is said to be one of the most popular build with alternative characters, the characters that provide a shield, like March 7th, Gapit, Fire, Trailblazer, and also different characters can work together. Now, on the topic of using the shielding characters, we do have a very nice message from some of our viewers. So Rapture Gaming here was recommending us to try March 7th, Fire Trailblazer, Seele, and also Natasha as one of the build to go into a lot of shield and use the shield damage against enemies. So this is very creative, and over here we do have a team builder, so this is the build he recommended. Notice that you don't even need any 5 stars, because those characters will be providing shield, and Seele will be, elemental breaking enemies and also deal AoE damage. So similarly, we can build a lot of nice build. So for example, we can have Clara with March 7th and also Clara with any of the shielding characters. And you can take away the Fire Trailblazer for Gambit. And finally, if you're looking for single target damage, you can go with Denhen. Or if you're looking for a bit of buff, you can go with Astra. And of course, if you're looking for healing, you can come back with Natasha. So there's a lot of variability with the particular game mode. And for this particular game mode, as you're going to see later with my tier list over here, we'll explain why some of those characters are ranked highly for the auto mode of those game mode. For example, Natasha and also Clara. Now, if you guys haven't subscribed, it is a really good time to do so, because I'll be covering tons of free Jade guides, new events, official updates, and also free-to-play tips and also tricks to Hong Kong Star Rail. And make sure you turn on the notification, guys, because some of the events and also some of the updates may be time limited and with a limited number of giveaways. Like in this particular guide, only 2,000 players can get the lucky giveaway for 3,000 Jades. So make sure you subscribe and also turn the notification on. And if you look over here, a lot of you haven't turned it on. We have over 80% people who haven't turned it on. So make sure you turn it on for the latest news and also all the freebies with Hong Kong Star Rail. Now, coming over to the second part of the video. So here we'll be talking about the game mode that allows you to use a friend. So previously we had a look at those modes. So those are the number of modes. So this is the time to unleash the power of friendship, right? So I'm joking about this one. So basically free-to-play players and also whale players, we can unite. We can work together. And it's really important, guys, to have a really strong friend for this mode. Now you can do it with, without it, but it really helps. So here I have some additional tips about keeping your friend for longer and also finding a strong friend. Now, as you guys can see in the replay, here I was testing with a level 40 team a while ago when I first got the mode. So one thing you can notice is you can only use a friend's character once, I believe, a day. And I realized that you can keep a friend's character if you click one more time after the battle. Let's say over here I'm using Clara. And here, if I click one more time and I don't change the team, this allows me to keep her for the next battle. And this means I'm using my friend's character multiple times for the same game mode. And this can be very good. Now, for this particular mode, it's less about picking the best character, it's more about finding a good friend. So here, let me give you some, some beneficial tips about socializing in the game. So we're going to socialize in the game. So if we come over to friendship, I'm actually pretty proud of this one. So we've got to collect a lot of strong friends. So currently I'm adventure level 31 and notice a lot of my friends are really high. I think I had an adventure level 39 friend. So what you want to do is you want to look for strong friends. Of course, it's okay to have weaker friends. You don't have to delete everyone. I just had a lot of people at the start of the launch. Because weaker friends, they'll use your character and provide you with additional credits. So here, I'll show you guys what you want to do. You want to filter your friend not only by the level of the characters, because if you see a level 60 character, well, Sky here over here is very strong, right? You better add him, I'll add him. So notice that you want to look for characters with level 60 now, at this moment in the game. You also want to look for players with a very high Trailblazer level. So at the moment, I'm level 31 and he's level 40. Oh, he's really strong. So let's see if we can find one more. So looking. It doesn't take long, but sometimes you have to be patient. You have to be fast because they can only have 50 friends. And by the time if you're a little slow, all the friends are like, oh my god, this is a really good friend. Let me master. So level 41. So you find all the well players, all the super strong players, you find them fast. Now, one of the reasons you do this is because notice we can only have 50 friends. So if those players have their friend list all filled up, oh, another 41 player. Oh my gosh, so many good friends. Another 41. I'm in a gold mine. Better add everyone. Make sure you guys add me as well. I'm America. So here's my user ID in case you want to add me. I'm just joking. Everyone can add me, but we can only have 50 friends, right? So why I say it's important is that those strong players, they will eventually become stronger and stronger. And it's good to be on their friends list. And if you stay in there, in the future, they can help you to break all sorts of content. So all the content I said over here, they can help you every day. And you're also helping them as well. You're providing them additional credits as you use their characters. Now that we talk about some of the most important game mode, let's come over to a tier list. So how this tier list is designed is that I'm ranking the characters by the order of left to right. I'm preferring the characters on the left and on the top, and by the rank of the grades. So here as a reference, I'm using some of the damage dealing meters and also comparison of damage for the characters for 3 targeting and also single target. So the first one is the triple target, the second one is single target. Notice those were the top characters for each of the categories. And we can see the free-to-play character Seele and also the free-to-play character Danhan to be on the top of the damage chart. And this is because they can use some of the 5-star weapons. So over here, I have ranked the characters categorized by the stars as well. So the first line is 5-star characters. The second line are the 4-star characters. After that, we come back to the 5-star and then the 4 stars. Now the bottom of the characters, I didn't really rank them. So we're really looking at the top 3 of the categories. Now you might be wondering, why would I prefer Clara to be on the top of the list? Because simply her retaliate is amazing. And if you're auto-moding, she can deal so much damage. And if you look at the damage charts over here, Clara is comparably very strong, and she is stronger than the next coming limited character. But the coming up limited character is on the top of the both chart. So you can see Seele on the top of the single target chart, but she's not great for AoE damage. While the new character Jing Yuan, he is going to be very good for both single target and also AoE damage. Now it is my personal preference to rank certain characters in the way they are, simply because I think the supporting characters for the 4 stars deserve a higher spot when you go in auto mode, because most of your 4 stars are not here to deal damage, they are more here to support your 5 stars, while the 5-star characters, I'm ranking the damage dealers higher than the supporting characters, and this is why you see the supporting characters to be lower. Now I'm not saying supporting characters are weaker, I'm just saying that overall for the game mode, if you're picking a friend, you want to pick a DPS friend. And for the other game mode, if you're picking certain characters, of course you have the supporting characters, but it's the damage dealing characters that makes the mode and makes the auto farming very quickly. Now over here you can also see I have Seele and also Danhan over here to be on the top of the list for the 4-star characters. Simply again, they are very good for breaking enemies, especially for Seele. She is very good for AoE damage for electric. And before we get the new character Jing Yuan, she is on the top of the tier list, right? But later when we get him, she probably moved down a little bit because we have a better elemental replacement. So you guys can see over here, so currently we have Seele as one of the good breakers, and then Jing Yuan will come over on the next banner. Now hopefully you guys found this video helpful. I try to provide you guys with all information according to different game mode, and also my rankings of the characters for autoing for most of the game content. Now if you do have a different build and also for auto and also menu team, let us know in the comments below guys. We would love to learn and also hear from you, and also to try your creative builds, like our friends over here. Our viewers were sharing for different mode and also different parties they were trying, so let us know your build as well in the comments. Now coming over to the final part of the video, so over here I'll show you guys a few clips of me using different auto characters from my friends, and you got to see how strong Clara is compared to the limited character Seele and also other characters.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception. Now time.
Who's next? Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Who's next?
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. You won't get away. Only a scratch. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
That's better. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Who's next?
Stay back, Clara. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception that time.
Annihilate.
You've got a lot of nerve.
Stand down.
You won't get away. Look out!
Stay back, Clara. Stay back, Clara.
That's better.
Hide. Command.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception that time.
Annihilate.
You won't get away.
Nap time.
Eliminating threat.
Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Lend me your strength.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Lend me your strength.
Nap time.
Lend me your strength.
Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
But I'm a... You won't get away. To guard and defend. Crush them. You won't get away.
Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Lend me your strength.
Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Troublesome. Prove me your strength. To guard and defend. Crush them.
I'll leave the rest to you.
Fight with me.
Now before you go, and if you guys didn't know, we have a new YouTube channel. And if you guys haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe and check out the behind the scenes and also fun clips and also more stories about us. And then you get to know me a little more personally instead of just reading the news and also the games, right? So I want to share a little bit more with you guys. So make sure you check this channel out if you're interested about Matt and also Uni. She's really funny too, and she's really shy. So I want to give her a surprise and do a shout out for the new channel to get some subscribers. Thank you guys. I'll see you guys next time.